Here we go. We are live with Game Week 28 Deadline stream. What's up, everybody? How are you doing? Whoo! Lots to go through today. Lots of team news to chat about. That was interesting. Let's see how my mic's going. Hopefully this is going all right. I'm going to have to hold this. Cap C, the newest mod of the channel. How are you, my friend? How is everybody today? Dylan in the chat. Abdullah in the chat. Hey, guys. How are you? Lots to get through today, I think. I will be adding my newest mods to the bottom part of my team review list, which will be the members side plus mods. So congratulations, Capsy, you've made it. That does mean you will be given some priority. That is what we like to see. Back on Cricket Tour, yes I am, main batsman, thank you. GV, yes, great to see you here, good time for you this one, thankfully, great to have you in the chat. Yeah, I am out in Cyprus at the moment, as you can see from my slightly different background than usual. Teams put me up in an Airbnb here for the time being, so I will be around. Essentially just teaching kids in schools for cricket for a few weeks, and then we are playing Austria and Guernsey. Yeah, 14th of March. Good day, GV. The mods will stop us saying feck. That's right. I've got some high caliber mods in today. Abdullah and Cap C rocking it. Dylan already brought in O'Reilly for Chalobah. Wow, that is exactly the transfer that I am planning to make this week, funnily enough. Does feel like it's going to be a bit of a waste of a transfer, but just seeing the positions he's taken up there for Man City. He's got to come back in. Got rid of him for 2 weeks, scored 30 points. All right, Cap. First up today, mate. Talk to me. Talk to me about your team. You played versus Guernsey? No way. How are they? Are they any good? Well, they're one of the top teams actually. They're in the top 32 in the world, Guernsey. So I'm expecting them to be quite a good team, but maybe they've fallen off the rails. Would be quite nice if they did. Small red arrow last week, Cap. That was the -4. That was the -4. What did we end up? Gyökeres out. The drama. They've been batting against them for Brittany. You get any runs? How were they? Did you win? Cap, looking at the team today, mate. Haaland, Munoz, Gabriel, Rice. Nunes on the bench. Yeah, team's probably looking okay. Sorry. Bless myself. Top scored with 35, lost badly. That's not good. It's not good. Yeah, they are supposed to be a really good team. Top 32 teams in the world, actually, Guernsey. My friend's team is Rahil, Gabriel, Kanate, Cunha, Rice, Semenyo, Bruno, Shardak, Tiki, Pedro, Benches, picked for Lane, Munoz, but Thursday knows what moves to do for him. So quite similar to your team, I guess. Again, it's just thinking about that sort of game week 31, if you're all right for there. So his team's got Gabriel, Rice, Semenyo, Mane, Munoz, Nunes. That's 6 guys that are going to blank in game week 31. So I'd be looking at moving Mane, Munoz, Mateus Nunes, or Rice. One of those 4 this week would be what I would do with your friends team. And then I think with your team, I think you can wait a little bit longer because you got Gabriel, Munoz, Rice, Haaland, Mateus Nunes. So you've only got to make 2 transfers to get those out. You can probably make them game week 30 and 31. So I think this week you probably want to focus on what you think your best team is going to be and then therefore best transfers. So at the back, Gabriel, Munoz, Senesi, Theo's still nice. Even Nunes is still nice. Like that back 5 is pretty solid. Ryan and Bumo. Rice I don't love too much. And then up top, Thiago, Ekatike and Haaland are all really nice. Interestingly, you could play a 5-2-3 this week. Yeah, so if he does one of those transfers... Rice to maybe a Ryan would be a nice move for him. Mateus Nunes, I'd probably be going Brentford, maybe a Collins, or potentially a, let me kick his team again, or a Senesi or a Hill, one of those guys for Bournemouth. But I think I much prefer Brentford. I'd probably go Collins or Aya in the back 4. Or even potentially go Virgil van Dijk for the next 4 games. He has Hill. Oh, yeah, sorry, I see he has Hill. Yeah, I don't like Bournemouth's fixtures as much as Brentford's for the next 4. Niels, hey man, thoughts on differential captain Thiago or Bruno? I like both. I'd probably just be going Thiago, just that Burnley fixture's so nice. And Palace has still got Dino and Lacroix's back for them as well this week. So although JD Canvo's still been continuing to make mistakes, yeah, and I do think Bruno can do well this week as well. So I think both is good. New Zealand win means Pakistan is out. Ah, yes, Niels. You'll be supporting New Zealand today. Let me just double check the score. Because England lost a couple of early wickets and then I started setting up for this. Oh, Brooke and Bethel all gone. Yeah, nasty. I mean, I think you're on top here massively. But we still have the GOAT, Will Jacks, to come. Paul, hello, mate. How are you going? Wanikwan, hi, mate. Wilson or O'Reilly for captain? Well, O'Reilly as captain would be crazy. I like it. I like it a lot. Take on something wild. So who to start and to captain for you? Capsy, yeah, I think you can roll your transfer. I think your bench should be Caicedo, Anderson, and probably Declan Rice. And I reckon go 5-2-3. Nantha 5k. Who would you sell Wirtz to? Ryan, Tavernier, Sobo, Gakpo, or Dango? Pick one. It'd be Ryan or Gakpo for me, Nantha. Yes, Alex, Orange Apple. Hey, mate. Come on, England, do it for Pakistan. That's it. That's it. Niels V. Abdullah in the chat today. Mid-work call right now. Ow. Good luck, mate. Isn't that the presentation or something that's happening? It's going to be sheer luck with so many options in midfield. Bruno, Rodgers, Wilson, Dango, Ryan and Bumo. Subs like Tabs, Saka, Palmer, Salah. Yeah, I kind of agree, GV, to be honest. That's why I think like focusing on having a really strong defence is important. Hoggy! Yes, mate. I'm up late in Oz, so might as well post Team ID. You're up so late in Oz. So late in Oz. What's the time there? It's like 5 a.m, isn't it? This is why it's nice being in Cyprus at the moment, because the deadline is just so much better. What's your team ID, Hoggy? 8235022. Have we had any other team IDs in this chat so far? No, just these guys. By the way, why did you put me as a member thing? Cap, as the new mod of my channel, you now fall into the members/moderators list at the bottom. So congratulations, you now be prioritised. All right. Hopefully that's good enough for you, Cap. Oh shit, Dylan. Totally messed up that, didn't I? Alex 442958. Abdullah, I feel like I know your ID off by heart. 148271. Paul, Virgil and Hill in. Wow, interesting. Am I in the UK yet? It's rained every day this year so far, Bailey. I'm actually in Cyprus at the moment. Bjorn, hello, mate. All right, let me just come through then. 3. What's your 4 ID? 2347, is it, Dylan? All right, deal. What are we saying? G'day, Bjorn. How you going, mate? 2 a.m. in Oz. Oh, nasty. And the weather. Yeah, man. Well, the weather in Cyprus is decent. Like, it's been sunny, but not like hot. Like sunny, but it's not hot. I'd say, I mean, I know it's a bit rich coming from me. Out in Oz, it's like generally quite hot, but yeah, it was like 17, 18 degrees. I was feeling quite cold. GV, Pakistan cricket was a problem. He's telling, see the catch taken by Glenfields now. There is no fielder like that in Pakistan. Somebody has to be a role model. Yeah, I think Sri Lanka as well struggle. They've been a lot better in the field in this tournament, so they've obviously taken a step forwards. All right, Dill, have you made any transfers this week? Sorry, mate, I know you might have said already. Van Dijk and Ekatike an option? Definitely Bailey. Definitely, mate. Also, hi, mate. I think both decent options going forwards over the next few weeks for Liverpool. West Ham, Wolves, Tottenham, Brighton. So definitely good. Benching JP, Anderson, Goodmanson. Goodmanson is fit this week, by the way. And you moved Chalobah for somebody, did you? Dill? O'Reilly? You went Chalobah, O'Reilly? Gabriel, O'Reilly, Virgil, Semenyo, Fernandez, Ryan, Mbumo, and then Haaland, Thiago. Oh, yeah, Hill as well, yeah, okay. Yeah, so bench, Enzo, JP, Goodmanson. Yeah, I think so, mate. I think that looks good. Nantha, Ryan or Gakpo, what a headache, Chloe. Yeah, I mean, not the easiest pick there, in my opinion. What I would say is, from an attacking perspective, I probably like... I think both are... I would say Ryan's more of a form player. I say Liverpool have slightly nicer fixtures. I mean, Gakpo's a real punty option. Do you know what I mean? He's not been in great form this season. Liverpool have not been amazing. Wirtz is out now. He's just started playing well. So, yeah. Yeah, top 100k deal, top stuff. Yeah, I mean, I like Gakpo because no one talks about him, but Ryan's also a good option, and he'll be low owned as well. I like to go form, so I'd say Ryan. And Bournemouth as well, I guess. So captain who? Yeah, this week's an interesting one. I think I've got my captaincy again on Semenyo. Look, I definitely think Leeds can score against Man City. I know Rob will be very unhappy to see me put somebody against Leeds, but I don't want to go Haaland, and I'm looking to gain points on differential captaincy, so I'm going for Semenyo. I think the safe bet for you at 96k is to go with Haaland. It just depends how you're looking to play the game. Like right now at 7k in the world, for me, I'm just trying to find a way of how I can get something differential without being too crazy in order to try and get close to winning FPL. But if you're looking to sort of just slowly gain rank, play a little bit safe, don't get thrashed by a Haaland hat-trick or anything, then I would just pick Haaland as captain. But yeah, if you're looking for something a bit different to sort of jump big ranks, then I like Semenyo as an option. And this week, I don't mind Bruno either. So yeah, I mean, my pick Semenyo depends on how you want to play the game. I think Haaland's a safe pick, and Bruno's another sort of differential pick, let's say. Nantha, I want to get Eki next week. If I buy Ryan, I get Gakpo or Raul next week. Just wondering which combi is better till 32. I mean, honestly, I would say probably Raul and Ryan. Like, Fulham's fixtures are beautiful. West Ham, Nottingham Forest, Burnley, 29, 30, 31. Like, the best fixtures you're going to have. Those are literally the three best fixtures you're going to have. So, yeah, I'd probably go that way, Nantha. I do like Ekitike. Like, I love Ekitike. I'm a Liverpool fan. I love Ekitike. I'm a little bit biased. But I prefer the fixtures for Fulham. Probably prefer the form of Bournemouth over Gakpo. So, yeah, that's the way I'd go. If you do want to get one Liverpool, it would be Ekitike over Gakpo. So, I actually like Ryan and Raul. Bruno looked terrible against Everton. I'll go Robot. Yeah, but I did say if you were on my live stream deal, I was saying I thought Bruno would find it tough against Everton. Like, Man United haven't been up against a team that's played just a low block against them. They've been playing teams over the last sort of 5 or so games that they've been on their great run. They've been playing teams who are going to come out to play against them, not they're going to just set up defensively. So yeah, I did think they would find that tricky. I actually do think the next few fixtures, I mean, Palace maybe, but I think Newcastle and Villa, they might find a little bit tricky. Cap C, you know my friend who to sell Rice to? I think I would go Rice to Ryan. And who do I bench? I told you who you should bench. Play 5-2-3. Bench your 3 midfielders. You got that right. Yeah, I got that. Oh, you're an FC fan too. Just the biasness is killing me. Have you been to Anfield? Yes, mate. I've had differing experiences at Anfield, actually. Like, I've been to some of the cup games there, and it's been amazing. And I went to a game once. Actually, I think it was FA Cup, actually. Even though I was saying cup games were great. It was FA Cup against Stoke back in the day, Tony Pulis days. And honestly, I've never heard Anfield get outsung before, but Stoke just sung us into their away fans, outsung us that day. And I think they won, 2-1 or something. Yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't already to the stream. If you want to, if you don't want to, don't do it. Let's add Bjorn. 394505. Does that work, Dylan, for your team, mate? Let's get on to Alex quickly. Is there a chance that Neil's got a green arrow last week? Niels, talk to me. I'm from Singapore. I try to go every year, and it's sick to see your FPL Captain Salad score live. Wow, that's awesome. I was just out in Singapore, actually. Oh, well, I wasn't out in Singapore, but I was transferring through Singapore Airport. How is it in Singapore? I'd actually like to visit there sometime. No 5-2-3, maybe a 4-3-3. All right, hang on. Then play Rice and get rid of Nunes. Bench Nunes, play Rice. If you want to play 4-3-3, Capsy. Haaland got me 6 points from TC against Leeds in their home fixture. Oof, yuck. Nice one, deal. Al, you about? Took a -4 to Van Dijk and a TK. Only way other than sell Haaland I could afford them. You could have sold Haaland this week, to be honest. I mean, it'd be rogue, but it could have been done. Like, it's a 28, 29, 30, 31. It's a 4-week punt, and then he comes back in 32 in the wildcard. So, I guess at the moment, your decisions on transfers are definitely around what your goal is in FPL this season. Like, you can obviously play safe, pick good players, don't take massive punts, and just gain rank slowly. Or if you're looking to really take some massive jumps and you don't have that patience, you can go big on some punts for the next 4 weeks before wildcard 32. And then in that wildcard 32, I think there's there'll be clear picks, in my opinion. There'll be some absolute clear picks, which I don't think you should go super differential on. And if you do choose to go differential now over the next 4 weeks and it doesn't work, on wildcard 32, I definitely recommend not going crazy and going differential. Who to bench for your friends team? Can you send me the names again? Would I do a -4 to get Ryan and Eki? I wouldn't take a -4, no. I think at this stage, it's really difficult to pick in the midfield again, and you're going to need to get a bit lucky with who you have. Adam, is Munoz playable against United? Yeah, I've got Munoz against United. I think Munoz is playable against almost everybody, just because of his potential for attacking returns. And the fact that he still has possibilities of DEFCON. Palace have possibilities of clean sheets. Like, I would say his I don't really like calling it stats-wise, but I'd say his expected points is super high every week. Yeah, agree with GV there. Edvin, hey, mate. No member badge anymore, Edvin. Sad to see, mate. Sad to see. How are you, though, bro? How's your week? And he gets DEFCON. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there is a chance that my stream is a little bit delayed just because I'm doing this stream basically hotspotting off my phone because the Wi-Fi here sucks. Alex, you're back. Lovely. Nothing, mate. I was just chatting on the chat. But yes, did you make any transfers so far this week? You got 3 frees at the moment. I think definitely possible to start making some changes. Like, I can't remember what we said last week. Timber to VVD is done. Okay. All right, so you got Gabriel, Semenyo, Haaland for 31. So then your team this week, Gabriel, Senesi? No, Senesi? Yeah, Senesi. And VVD. Midfield, Rodgers. Cunha Semenyo. Rob! Rob, I thought you weren't joining, mate. On the way to Blackpool. Have a good time, mate. Hope you enjoy. Send my best to the missus. Tell her I support you taking her out rather than being on my stream today. Can you put Rob in timeout? I think you probably can, Capsy. I think you probably can. But if you do abuse your mod powers, you might lose them. So you don't want to abuse it. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate the donation, mate. Up the leads this week. And, of course, sad to not have you on the stream. But I hope you have a great weekend. And catch up in the week. Oh, we love to see it. Cap, the new mod of the stream. The power's already getting to his head. It's only been 30 minutes. He's already struggling. Yeah, do it. See what happens. In for 10 seconds. Oh, dear. Hey, get Rob back in. Deleted his message. I support Super Chats. I don't want them being deleted. What have you done, Cap? I want his message back about how I'm the greatest content creator. Yeah, sorry, Al. Rogers, Cunha, Semenyo, Ekatike, Thiago, Haaland. So you still would have 2 free transfers. I think Enzo on the bench is fine. I think Alderette on the bench is fine. I think Miley on the bench is fine. If you've gone Timber to Van Dijk, that means you've got some money. You got maybe 0.4 mil. Does that give you Heaven to... Cap, don't let this get to your head, mate. I think Enzo to Wilson, Dango or Ryan. Okay, yeah, Enzo as well. Yeah, I think I wouldn't go Dango. I'd go Wilson or Ryan. I would say if you're looking at the fixtures, like from an attacking perspective, I mean, Fulham by far have the best fixtures. And probably then Brentford. And then maybe Liverpool, Man City, then Bournemouth. So, yeah, I like Harry Wilson. I think Harry Wilson is nice. Who to sell Rice to, not Ryan. Cap C. Harry Wilson, I would say, mate. Yeah, Rob's been killed by Cap. Cap, if you lose my number one donator, you're gonna have to get banned. Gay or VDK Divyanathana? Gay or VDK? VDK? Who's VDK? Van Dijk. Oh, Van Dijk for sure. Van Dijk for sure. Both my other defenders are Cash, Gabriel, Hill. Yeah, I mean, I'll be playing all of those other defenders this week. Bailey, Haaland, Ekatike or Van Dijk captain. I mean, out of those 3, it'd be Haaland. I think he means VVD. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so I think, Alex, I'd probably go Enzo to Wilson. If that gives you a bit of money, I think you got to be looking at upgrading Heaven and Miley. Like we said, yeah, towards game week 31, you want to make sure that you got that. You got enough players because you've got Gabriel, Semenyo, Haaland. They're all going to be on your bench. You've got to then move Heaven and Miley to somebody. So moving to Van Dijk gets you 0.4. Then moving Enzo to Harry Wilson probably gets you another 0.9. And that will probably get you there. You'd probably be able to get maybe Anderson, a Garner, and then Heaven goes to like a... Heaven probably goes to like a Aya. Or even an Anderson of Fulham. You could get double Anderson in there. Brentford got bummed by Brighton last week. I don't trust them. Yeah, I mean, defensively, they're not brilliant. Offensively, they're good. But the fixtures that they've got, Burnley, Bournemouth, Wolves, Leeds, for the 4 game weeks that you got to your wild card, is pretty epic. So, yeah, I mean, you got to look at it. You got to look at it somehow. Rob, come back. I think Rob's off with the missus to Blackpool. So we'll never know whether he's been banned for life or not. Does that work, Alex? So Enzo to Harry, Timber to VVD, and then your team this week is going to be Bench, Heaven, Miley, and Alderette. What's my strategy with chips? I think it's really clean. I think it's just wildcard 32, bench boost 33, free hit 34. There's I've thought of alternatives, but none of them feel as clean as that. All good, Alex. Yeah, I said bench, Heaven, Miley, Alderette. I went Enzo to Wilson. Yeah, I think that's what you go for. Yeah, I think it's really clean. So Abdullah, I'll say, yeah, Abdullah. I've looked at other strategies, and I normally don't like to go for the strategy that I feel like most people will go for, but it just doesn't feel like there's anything else that's good. I think you have to free hit in 34, because if you're wildcarding in 32 to bench boost in 33, you're going to have 15 doublers in 33, which means everyone's going to be blanking in 34. So you can't manage 34. So you have to free hit in 34. And that's the way to optimize your bench boost for 15 doublers. Your other option is you bench boost in a week where you just think you have a really nice bench rather than the doublers. Then when you wildcard, there's a discussion to be had about whether you go for 11 doublers or you look to structure it in a way that you go 8 doublers, 7 non-doublers, and then you make transfers the week after. But if that's what you're going to do, you literally can't make any transfers now until then, because you're going to need to save up 3 to 4 transfers for that game week 34. And then I'm assuming what you would then do is use that free hit in game week 36 in the double game week. But I was listening to FPL Above Average last night. You should collab with those guys, Adam. Yeah, I actually really like them. If they'd have me on, I would definitely. I think I can contribute to most channels. I think I give some interesting viewpoints. So yeah, I'd love to do that. If send them a message, tell them they should collab with me. What do you think Semenyo's ceiling is to Bruno? I think Semenyo and Bruno's ceilings are quite similar. They're both very high ceilings. I think their ceilings and their floors are the same, really. I think Semenyo could score 2 goals. I think Bruno could score. I mean, maybe Bruno could get 2 goals and an assist, so maybe his is higher. But specifically this week against Palace, that's not easy to bang up Palace 3-0. Whereas I do feel like Man City could easily draw 3-3 or 4-3 v Leeds in a mad attacking game. Yeah, so on those free transfers, so then you could free hit in 36. The reason I wouldn't go for that as a strategy is if you wildcard in 32 into 15 doublers in 33, whoever those doublers are likely also going to double in 36, because the game week 33 double is basically based off the FA Cup semi-finals and what teams are in that. And then the game week 36 double is based off the FA Cup final and what teams are in that. So the players that you pick in game week 32 on the wildcard are going to double in 33 and in 36. So your difficulty is going to be in game week 37, which is where you're going to need transfers to get rid of any of the guys blanking in there that you've got. So, I mean, 33, you don't want to be making transfers. Hopefully you get the wild card right in 32 and there are no injuries. 35, you don't want to be making transfers. 36, you don't want to be making transfers. And that will hopefully give you 4 free transfers for game week 37, which is going to be really important to sub out those guys that are going to be blanking in 37 that will double in 36. So my expectation is you probably have... And something to think about when you wildcard in 32, and I will talk about this in 32, is you actually don't want to pick too many players, depending on how many free transfers you have. You don't want to pick too many players from the teams that you actually think are going to win in the FA Cup semi-finals. Unk! What's happening, bro? Where have you been? Uncle Lou. Outcast. D12. Who's your cap this week? I'm on Semenyo at the moment. Look, like I've said to a few people, I'm 7k in the world, so my captaincy choice is going to be a little bit different to you guys because I'm trying to win FPL. So I'm taking a little bit more risk than I like to. I mean, no, I do like to take it, but I'm taking a little bit more risk than I think is required if you're just looking for a good rank. But I do think Semenyo has a lot of good upside, which is why I'm going for him. Thoughts on Enzo Fernandez and Lafay to Wilson and Dango? This would mean 3 times Fulham in a benching debate this week. I like Wilson. I don't like Dango. I'd probably go Ryan over Dango, but Enzo Fernandez to Wilson is nice. I don't necessarily think you need to move Lafay on if you don't absolutely have to this week. If you're going to have a benching dilemma, maybe you just make the Enzo Fernandez to Wilson move and then just bench Lafay. Especially if you're making 2 transfers and then having a benching headache. The second transfer is probably not worth it. Would you go with Bruno if you had him instead of Semenyo? Yeah, I think that was the decision I was trying to make this week. I also have Bruno. I went Semenyo just because I felt like it was a better fixture. But I think Bruno's also a good option. We were just talking about the ceilings of Bruno and Semenyo. I think Bruno's potentially is a tiny bit higher because he has that as assist threat as well. But I just feel like United scoring like 3+ goals against Palace is more unlikely than City drawing 3-3 or in a 4-3 win against Leeds. Like that could definitely happen. Yeah, Cap Haaland is the safe captaincy option this week. If you're not trying to do something a bit differential, I would just cap Haaland. I think it's a good captaincy pick this week. Buy Hill or Van Dijk this game week, or keep Alderette. Virgil van Dijk is a good pick this week, yes. Cap C, my friend bench, Raya, Hill, Cabral, Canate, Cunha, Wilson, Semenyo, Bruno, Sharda, Ekatike, Pedro. As of now, Mane, Pickford, Munoz. I would play Munoz over João Pedro. But the rest of his bench I agree with. Who did Everton have? Newcastle. I'd consider Pickford over Raya as well, to be honest. That's a choice, though. Like Newcastle, no Bruno G. Played midweek. Not been great defensively. Flexo, what's up, bro? Neil, by the way, Neil. For some reason, I read your comment, answered you, but didn't say hi, mate. Nice to see you in the chat, Neil Cheeseman. Flexo, hi bro. Start Tavernier or João Pedro. Tav. What are you doing with Wirtz, Adam? I'm just holding him this week, Paul. I'm just benching him. Just benching him this week. Hello, my friend, Sheriff El Hakim. I've only one free transfer, having Bruno, Semenyo, Rogers, Rice, Stars, midfielders. Does it worth replacing anyone to Szoboszlai and Wilson? I don't mind Rice to Wilson, especially if you have like more than 3 outfield Man City and Arsenal players. So say you have Gabriel, Semenyo, Haaland and Rice, then Rice to Wilson is a nice option. Going into game week 31, you're going to want only 3 of them for the bench. Who would you sell first, Enzo or Rice? Enzo. Alex, hopefully we got through that team, mate. Bjorn or Abdullah? Abdullah, yeah. Let's do your team. Radu, hi Adam, do you have a differential shout this game week? Specifically for one game week, or are you looking longer term? It's like, I don't really like to pick a differential for one game week. I would say if I'm looking at a differential for the 4 game weeks, 28, 29, 30, 31 to 32, it would probably be one of Cody Gakpo, Sharda. Oh, cool, thanks, Al. Harry Wilson. Those are probably my picks for the 4 weeks. For the 4 weeks, I like those picks. Wait, Abdullah, is this not your team ID? Is there a 1 at the end? Football chat box. That's a nice name. I think there's a 1 at the end, yeah. KD Bay. KD Bay. Are you male or female? Tavernier or Ryan or Szoboszlai? I'd go Ryan, mate. Halatino 32. Hey, I have O'Reilly, Semenyo, Haaland, Rice, Strand, Larson, and Gabriel with Mukiele injured and no free transfers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 28, 29, 30, 31. Well, that's all right, because you got no free transfers. Yeah, you're going to have to take a -4 at some point. But I'd slowly start working them out of your team. I'd start with... I'd probably leave O'Reilly, Semenyo, Haaland for now. And Gabriel. I'd start with Rice, Strand, Larson, Mukiele. I mean, I'd probably start with Strand, Larson. And maybe go to Thiago. But I think if your team's fine for this game week, then just wait. You are going to have to take a -4 at some point. Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to have to take a -4 at some point. If you can go Strand, Larson to Thiago, do it now, Halatino. Oh, you got Thiago as well. Yeah. Mukiele then. Mukiele. I mean, I wouldn't really take a -4 this week. You are going to have to do it at some point. It'd probably be something like Rice to a Ryan or a Harry Wilson, probably. Strand Larson to Thiago Ekitike. Mukiele to Hill or Aya or Collins or Anderson of Fulham. Those would probably be my options for when you look to move stuff. Semenyo or Wilson for the next 3-4 game weeks. It'd still be Semenyo for me. Captain Wilson or I love the fixtures for Wilson are amazing. I'd like to have both of them. Captain Wilson or Rogers or Haaland or Bruno or Thiago. Depends what you're after, Flexo. Safe captaincy choice, Haaland. Probably differential. I'd go Bruno. Oh, Hill. Hey, bro. How are you doing? O'Reilly in for Chalobah and Ekitike in for Bowen. I'm going O'Reilly for Chalobah this week. Frank O'Brien, Gabriel, Virgil, Hill, O'Reilly, Munoz, Rice. Too many, bro. Bench 3, João Pedro, Rice, Enzo. Who's who I'd bench, Frank O'Brien. Abdullah, should I start Anderson or Taco? And should I bring Wilson or Szoboszlai for Enzo or Rice? I don't know why Szoboszlai. I'd be looking... Semenyo, Gabriel, Haaland, Rice, Guiu. Oh, you got Guiu as well. You need to get out of Guiu, eh? You need to get some money. Yeah. Tarko v Newcastle. Virgil, Senesi, Gabriel, Rogers, Semenyo, Bruno. Fulham v Spurs. I'd probably play Anderson. No, I don't know. I like Tarko as well. Everton could keep a clean sheet against anyone, couldn't they? I think I'd go Anderson. And then you can play back 3 and play 5 in the midfield. No, I don't really like Enzo v Arsenal. I'd be looking to get him out. Who's the best pick this week? Rodgers. Oh, you already got Rodgers. Liverpool, Gakpo, maybe. Brentford, Burnley, Sharda. But I would need to sell Rice or Enzo to Wilson or Szoboszlai. Definitely not Szoboszlai. No, I think you play 4 at the back. I think you play Virgil, Senesi, Gabriel, Anderson. And then Rogers, Semenyo, Bruno, Rice, Thiago, Haaland. Or you move Rice this week for Harry Wilson. I think you could move Rice this week for Harry Wilson. I don't have a problem with that. It's an attacking transfer. Sheriff. No, I wouldn't take the -4, mate. I wouldn't take the -4. If you want to do one of those transfers, just do that. Do Chalobah to Virgil instead of Rice to Wilson. Don't take the -4. Not worth it. Yep, thinking of that move, Abdullah. Yeah, I think either way, Enzo, Tarko, Guiu is your bench. But are you planning to upgrade Guiu at some point? I think future moves wise, that's your next port of call. Trying to upgrade Guiu. It's just a question of where you're going to get to. You got to sell Rice and Semenyo. Yeah, I guess realistically you could just sell Semenyo in 31. And then wildcard him back in 32, and then you don't have to worry about Guiu. Especially if he's not done a lot of price rises for you. That works. But I'd keep Semenyo until then. Good run of games for Man City. Leeds, Forest, West Ham. I think there's a lot of goals in that. So then I think, probably sell Semenyo in 31. Cool. Bjorn, are you still here, mate? Sorry for the delay. And Hoggy as well. I know it's late for you, Hoggy. So if you are here, maybe I can slide your team in. I I know that's against my own rules. Maybe I can't do that. But if Bjorn is not here, then I will. Thanks, Absalom. Nice green arrow, by the way, mate. Up to 300k. I know it's only one point, a green arrow, but a green's a green. You've been a bit similar to me over the last few weeks. We've just been going sideways. Bjorn, lovely. 394504. Green arrow, beautiful, mate. Even if it is a small one, still a green. Got to get up into that top 1.5 mil, eh? Get the best rank of the season. It's coming. Gabriel here. Oh, hello. You have a lot of players here. Mane, Timber, Haaland, Rice, Munoz, Gabriel. That's 6. Yeah, okay. Some of them have got to go. I think Timber to VVD is an easy one for this week. Timber to VVD, Gabriel, Hill, VVD, Munoz, Rice, and Bumo, Fernandez, Anderson or Enzo, either one of those, and then Thiago Haaland up front, play 4-4-2. And then you're looking to slowly get rid of the Arsenal, Wolves, Palace guys that you've got. England need 3 to win in 4 balls. Let's go. That's why my phone's been pinging. Who's got the runs? The GOAT. The GOAT. Will Jacks. The GOAT. Hang on a sec. I just need to text one of my mates telling them. For some reason, my dad absolutely loves Harry Jacks. So I just had to send him a quick text. Just telling him Harry Jacks is the GOAT. That's well funny. England have done it. England have done it. Pakistan got a chance. Pakistan have got a chance. 32 off 18. Wow. I'm really shocked England won that, actually. She bat so deep. Sorry. Can't help myself. Bjorn, I'm looking at Enzo to Wilson or maybe Ryan or Dango and potentially a defender transfer as well. Kick off. You just got 1 free, Bjorn. I think Timber to VVD is your move, Bjorn. And you play 4-4-2. You bench Chalobah, Enzo, and Mane. Well, Enzo or Anderson and Mane. So Chalobah, Mane, and one of Enzo and Anderson on the bench. And yeah, I think just Timber to VVD. I think you need to focus on those transfers rather than your midfielders moving around. Yo, Arsenal FC Arteta. How are you, bro? It's been a while. Radu, ID 9732948. Hey, Rads, how have you managed that, mate? 9732948. Oh, never mind, mate. I'm just being dumb. Don't worry about it, Rads. I'll add you in. Doing good. Can you do my team? Yeah, mate. Can you put your team ID? And as you can see, I know you haven't been on my live streams for a bit. I've got a nice list going now. All the teams that I've been doing. So you'll see where you are on the list. I've got Hoggy up next. Does that work, Bjorn? Are you happy with that? Not sure I can win my main mini league. Let's have a look at your mini league. Is it Troll League? Yeah, Troll League. Hmm, 80 points. But do you remember last year we went on that mad run with your team, like towards the end? I think it was towards the back end of the season, and like we almost pulled it off. You almost pulled it off, not me. Yeah, none of them have VVD though. None of the top 3 have VVD, so I think it's a nice transfer. Their teams are quite different to yours. I mean, maybe the leader's got quite similar. But otherwise, I think your guys are pretty good. Yeah, I think Timber VVD, mate. You did win it last year. Oh, yeah. I remember you trying to win the head-to-head one. Sorry. Where are you in that? You're winning it, no? 49 points. I don't know, for some reason with head-to-head, I can't see like on here who you're playing against this week. But it looks like you're winning the head-to-head league. Abhishek, hey bro, what's cracking? Seen your rank on FPL Game Week, you did insane. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Arsenal FC, not Arteta FC. Yeah, also can do your team. Put your team ID in the chat. Yeah, I'm having a great season. I had a good season last season as well. I think I finished top 50k. And yeah, this year I'm 7k in the world. It took FPL Game Week a bit of a long time to put me on their bloody site, considering I use their site for my team reviews every week. Took a while. Best mid below 7, Elliot Wong. Ryan, Wilson. Those are the 2 I can think of. Good fixtures. Sof Abhishek, what's happening, bro? Sheriff. Oh, Sheriff, my Sheriff. Last question, my dear. Please select one from João Pedro, Munoz, Creepy. Oh, Munoz every day of the week, mate. Always going Munoz. You finished 12k last year. Wow, that's dope, man. All right, I'm going to pull Hoggy up. Hopefully that's good, Bjorn. And then Radu, Abhishek, Arsenal. One 6 9 5 2 8 1. Four 6 7 2 2 8 6. Rob Wheels 6576. Rob, you, I believe, were gifted membership this week to my channel, so congratulations for becoming a member. That membership gives you access to our WhatsApp group chat, which makes you an elite member. It means that your team will be reviewed first, so I will be going to you next. You get priority team reviews in the streams. You get access to the WhatsApp group chat where we all sort of discuss football together. Rob Light will chat a lot about Leeds. So you'll get inundated with stuff about that. We talk through FPL teams. Everybody sort of helps out. And you'll also have access to my FPL API planner, which basically has all the data that I use along with sort of like fixture planners going forwards. I'll show you quickly what it looks like. Basically, I'll have something like this. Yeah, you'll be able to see all this stuff, all the fixtures, all the data split out by price point for forwards, for midfielders, and for the defenders. I've modelled out the def comp per 90 in there. Sorry, maybe this is a little bit easier to see if I zoom in. Yeah, expected goals, expected assists, expected clean sheets, points, etc. And you'll have access to this by the fact that you are now a member. So congratulations, Rob. Flick me through a DM with your number if you are keen to come into the WhatsApp chat as well. And yeah, congratulations on membership. Best captain, Wilson, Rodgers or Haaland. So yeah, Rob, you're up now actually. So you skip the queue. Congrats. 1069263. Think you missed mine after Hoggy, I think. Oh, sorry, Edwin. Let me add you in there, mate. Can you just type your team ID again? I swear it's always you, Edwin. I think I just see you and I'm like, oh, Edwin, member, yes. And then you have no circle. You're killing me. I don't know where it was, Rob. Is this your team? This looks like I mistyped. Yes, I did mistype. Robert Wilson. 380k, mate. Doing good. It's a tough week this week for you. But outside of that, going strong. Chips in hand. Looking at your team, Gabriel Rice, Cherky, Haaland, Mane. So you got 5 guys that are going to be blanking in 31. You'll have to get a couple of them out before then, at least, if you want to have 11 playing players in game week 31. So it'd probably be Cherky as someone I'd be looking at to get out of that team. He just looks like he's not getting those minutes under Pep at the moment. O'Reilly's playing left wing. Sorry, Edwin. It seems like it's always you, mate. It's just honestly, it's nothing to do with you. It's just me being a dumbass. What do you think of my profile pic? Is that Arteta as a clown? Did Cherky to Wilson and Chalobah to VVD? Okay, that's nice. So those were your 2 free transfers for this week. So Gabriel, VVD, Thior, maybe Anderson in the starting lineup. And then Rice, Fernandez, Palmer, Wilson, Thiago, Haaland. Yeah, so my bench should probably be Enze, Mane, Rodon for you this week. And like my thoughts going forwards is I'd just have a quick look at Chelsea's fixtures as well. Yeah, pretty tricky over the next few weeks. I think, unfortunately, you do have to concentrate on those guys, but yeah, I don't mind like a... Yeah, I think you'd have to move Rice. Yeah, so you'd Rice for maybe like a Ryan, even a Gakpo, bit rogue, but could do it. And then, yeah, you just got to clean out a little bit of money to get rid of Mane. Because if you got Gabriel, Mane, Haaland, Cherky, Rice, but you've got rid of Cherky now. So you just need to get rid of one more. So, I mean, that's fine, to be honest. I think I'd just move Rice at some point. Oh, you know, you'd probably have to get rid of 2 more. Who are you going to bench? Haaland, Gabriel, and I guess you could bench Mane. Yeah, so, I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, really, you could just move Rice at some point and you're fine going forwards, Rob. If you can't afford to go Mane up. And then wildcard 32, and then you're sweet. So, yeah, I mean, realistically, no transfers are forced. 29, 30, 31, you can use frees as you wish, but just one of them has to be on a Rice or a Mane over that period of time. I think I'd probably look to move Enzo as well. Enzo or Palmer, depending on how you're feeling. But you obviously brought Palmer in for a reason, so... Am I not scared of Ryan's rotation? Not at all. Not at all. He started really well for Bournemouth. I don't see why they'd rotate him. Don't see why they would. Good luck, guys. Have to run. Might be back before deadline. Paul, you got to get your team IDs in, mate, if you're going to do this to me. Can't just be running away like that. Just so Pakistan to qualify semis, they need to beat Sri Lanka by 64 runs or chasing 13.1 overs. Hopefully that helps, Rob. You want a quick chat, Paul, or you have to go? 2 frees. You've made the transfers, though. Worst to Sobbo, don't like it, Nantha. Don't like it. Definitely not to Sobbo. I'd go to like Harry Wilson, maybe, but not to Sobbo. He ain't going to do nothing. 1, 2, 3. All right, go on then, Paul. Tell me what you've done this week. You got a lot of problems with this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 problems. 28, 29, 30, 31. You got to get 4 transfers out of these guys. You might have to take them. Oh no, you've got 1 saved. Yes, you've just got enough transfers to get all of these guys out of your team. So all of your transfers have basically got to be Guiu, Gay, Mukiele, Rice, Munoz, probably, going through to 31. Hopefully you haven't made any other transfers. I would say this week is probably Gahey to Van Dijk and maybe Rice out or Mukiele out for a defender like a Hill or a Aya or a Collins or a Senesi. Chalobah and Gay out for Hill and VVD. Yeah, mate. So the issue you're going to have is you're going to need to take a -4, Paul. Unless Mukiele comes back by 31. Which actually is, I think he will. So you're probably fine. I think he comes back before 31. Just 2 to 4 weeks, yeah. Hopefully he comes back. Any giveaway for me? Maybe kick off, maybe, mate. Can't tell you for sure at the moment. I might do a $10 one at the end of this stream if I can. By the way, at the end of the season, for everyone who is a member at the end of the season, we'll be doing some nice giveaways. So if you do want to become a member prior to the end of the season, and definitely for those of you guys that have stuck by me through this season, like, you know, a lot's been going on in life. It's been difficult to keep everything going. So I'm glad I've been able to do these streams for you guys and like give you help and stuff. But yeah, obviously, like, a lot has been going on. I've been in many different time zones, a few different countries, and I've got my portable travel kit now with these. I wonder whether I can show you what my setup is. This is what my setup is looking like at the moment. I've got these like side monitor screens connected to my laptop, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that's it, just on a little desk. I've got my lamp, don't blind you, and that's it. That's my little portable setup for holidays. Shirt giveaway, yeah, that'd be good, like Premier League shirt, something like that. I come for giveaways, not for team reviews. Do you actually play FPL kickoff, or do you just come to my streams for the giveaways? Neil Cheeseman, would you play Mane or sell Wirtz for -4 to get Wilson? Or just bench Wirtz and play Mane? I'd probably just bench Wirtz and play Mane. Unless you're going to bring Wilson in anyway in the future, then I don't mind the -4 for Wilson. He's got really nice fixtures coming up. Nantha, the Wirtz to Sobo question. I think I did answer. I don't know if you heard. I don't like it. Maybe to Ryan if you don't want Wilson, if you've already got him. Jack's man of the match, the GOAT, the greatest to ever play. Will Jack's greater than Jack Callis? Quote me. Paul's going to kick me out of the world. Might have to hit someone, I think of it. Most likely bringing Wilson in 29 for Rice. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, and then Munoz out 31 probably. Anyway, I'm sure you have to go, Paul, so we definitely need to discuss your team next week, though. Just talk it through. Even if it's in the WhatsApp group chat, just ping me. Happy to chat through. Captain Bruno this week? Yeah, don't mind it. But I'm going Semenyo, but I think between Semenyo and Bruno, both are good picks. Following your answers, does it worth replace Pedro to Thiago for a -4? That's a tough one because that is nice. I would be tempted to do that. If you need that to structure your team well for 31, then that's fine. If it's just for this game week, then I would just wait to next game week. Nice one, Paul. Enjoy your day, mate. Good luck in FPL. Callis had my favourite pull shot. Yeah, obviously, I don't think Will Jacks is better than Jack Callis, but I'm just gonna banter some of my friends that are big Jack Callis fans. Is deadline 30 past or 0-0? 30 past. 30 past. Hoggy, you still here, mate? Let's get your team up. Good luck, Paul. If you're still awake, Hoggy, your team's coming. Munoz, Hill, Munoz, Gabriel, Rice, Haaland, Guy, Potts. Oh, yeah, fucking words. Munoz, Hill, Chalobah. Yeah, I'd probably look at sorting out some of these issues in the team. Anderson, Gabriel, Hill, Munoz probably all play. Bruno, Rice. Fucking Wirtz has screwed you a little bit. Haaland, Ekatike. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's 5, 6. So you got to get rid of 3. You got 3 frees as well. Chalobah to VVV done. Thinking Potts to Wilson. Could also do definitely Potts to Wilson. Could also do Enzo to Dango Shada Ryan for a third transfer. If you do Potts to Wilson, Wilson comes in that midfield. You got 3 in the midfield. Chalobah to VVD. You got 5 at the back. I'd just play that 5-3-2. Save the transfer. Bench Enzo. Bench Enzo with Wirtz, Guy. I think that's fine. But just going forward, Chris, your remaining transfers should be focused around getting out the lads that are blanking in 31. So Munoz, Rice, Guiu, like those lads. And then you've obviously got Wirtz who's potentially injured that you need to keep that in mind. And you can focus on that whilst also getting rid of like an Enzo and a Wirtz if you need to. I think just make sure you keep in mind that for 31, you want to have Haaland, Gabriel +1 on the bench. So whether that's Rice or whether that's Munoz or whether that's Guiu, it doesn't matter. But the 3 guys need to be benched because they're all going to be blanking. So just definitely bear that in mind. So if you then move Enzo, Wirtz, Rice over the next 3 weeks, that's fine. Semenyo to Gordon in 31. What's Newcastle's 31 fixture? Sunderland's a toughie. It's a toughie. Be Rodgers for me against West Ham, Aston Villa, West Ham. Or if it's Semenyo, you can maybe go up to Saka or Trossard or like an Arsenal. Oh no, you wouldn't want to do that. They're blanking that week, aren't they? Sorry. Ignore me. Yeah, Munoz and Guiu is the plan. Hope for Wirtz recovery. Yeah, that's sort of my plan as well, Hoggy. Cool, mate. Get some bloody sleep. Thanks for getting up and putting the stream on. Or staying up and putting the stream on. Pratius Chowdhury. Thiago's the easiest fixture for the next 4 weeks. Either way, game week 32 is wildcard, so it's tempted to say Pedro for Thiago for -4. Yeah, definitely the best fixture run. Everybody probably has Thiago. Is the only thing. Yeah, and also a striker. Like, they just don't score that many points. But yeah, I can't tell you that's a bad idea because it's by far the best fixtures you could have. Well, I mean, Fulham actually have the best fixtures you could have, but they're just not as good as Brentford going forwards. And Kevin's out as well now. Ed, thanks, Oggy. Appreciate you, mate. Ed, you here? Here, mate. Defo doing Chalobah to VVD. And Bowen to Thiago. Yeah, your team's pretty sweet, aren't you? Chalobah, VVD, Bowen, Thiago. Yeah, I like that. Like that. Don't even mind if you want to go João Pedro to Thiago, to be honest. Bowen can hang on this week and next week. Then one of Enzo, Rice out for Wilson. It'd be Enzo. It'd definitely be Enzo for me. Chelsea have Arsenal, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Everton, Man City. Next 5, like, the hardest attacking fixtures. Yo, Rico, my guy. Rico, where's your membership badge, mate? What is happening? Don't tell me you've lost it already. Abdullah, I'm currently 307k. Do I need to play differential if I want to finish in top 50k? That's a good question, Abdullah, mate. If I look at your team quickly and look at how far off the top 50k you are. Yeah, you're about 53 points off the top 50k. Don't believe you, Rico. Don't believe that's your number. Don't lie to me. I'll renew next stream. Don't worry, legend. I would say you probably need to captain a little bit differential, Abdullah, for sure. If you want to make the top 50k, yeah. I think 53 points. It's definitely catchable by playing normal. Definitely catchable by playing normal. But you also have to think that these sort of top managers are going to probably have a similar strategy because there's not a lot of, I would say there's not really a differential chip strategy this year that makes sense. So it does feel like the teams will probably be quite similar from game week 32 going forwards. There's really going to be one or two players that make the big difference from that going forwards. So I would say it's probably captaincy where you're going to make up the points. I remembered it off by heart. Didn't think of getting rid of JP, Wheat, of Bowen ahead of Bowen. Yeah, I think JP is probably nice for you to get rid of, Edwin, because like Liverpool, Fulham, not too bad. Bowen, Tarko, Road on bench. Then I like that. Keep JP. Wait, you're keeping JP? I thought you were going Thiago in. Oh, sorry, keep Bowen. Yeah. So then Chalobah, VVD, Gabriel, Anderson, Rice, Fernandez, and I don't really like that. Rice, Fernandez, Anderson. I'll be playing Tarko over and Die. Niels, hey mate, team leak or latest news? Well, if you didn't see my WhatsApp, latest news, Arsenal, great Europe Champions League draw. You're on for the quadruple, mate. Say it quietly. Whisper it. Whisper it now. Could be on for a quadruple. Team news, I'll run through on screen, top left corner. Tottenham, everybody injured as usual. Romero suspended. Pot suspended for West Ham. Fabianski still injured. How do you say it? Krajci suspended for Wolves after the double yellows. Arsenal, Saka's available. Havertz and White maybe. Marino and Dalman still out. Villa, Tielemans, Elliott. Kamara's probably out for the season. McGinn out. All of those out. Bournemouth, Cook's out. Tavs should be back. Brentford, Coyote's probably out. Brighton, March is out. Nothing really. Burnley, Foster could be back. Walker, Rukachukwu available. Tuanzebe still out. Brower still out. Quadruple years of ball. Leave him alone. Don't jinx us. You can't get away from the slander, Niels. Esteval out for Chelsea. Probably big news. Fofana suspended. Mateta's still out. Lacroix's back for Palace. Probably good news. Defensively, O'Brien suspended for Everton. Kevin's out for Fulham for a while. Rest of the guys could be back for them. Goodmanson's back and available for Leeds. Tav should be available for Bournemouth. Should be available. Not sure where he's going to play if he does come back into the team. Frimpong's available for Liverpool. Wirtz is out. No real change for Man City. Lisandro Martinez is out this week for Man United. Picked up a knock. Wiss is back and available for Newcastle. The rest of the guys still out. Bruno G, Hammy. Sells isn't back yet for Nottingham Forest. Sunderland, Mukiele, Brobby, both out. And that was all. Yeah, Abdullah, of course, the Man City fan. Ready for that. You're trying to speak it into existence, Abdullah. But Man City have not been there this year. Absolutely butchered. My biasness with City players is so much that I can't even think about captaining someone other than Haaland. Abdullah, what do you think about captaining Semenyo? Everton tend to do away from home. Edwin, Adam, when I checked, I subbed to your channel 2501-2025. You are definitely one of the OGs, mate. I remember you from like a lot of the people on the channel that are consistently in live streams. I will remember your names, like unless you change your handles on YouTube. I remember a lot of the people that were like with me since the very beginning. So, firstly, thank you. I appreciate you being there since the 1st of Jan. I think I actually started the channel in around September or October 2024. So you probably joined like 3 months in. I must have been so shit. The graphics were probably terrible. It was probably not as exciting as it is now on screen. October 2024, that's right, yeah. It was funny because I used to watch a bunch of content creators and now I don't watch any, really. I mean, don't have the time, to be honest. Maybe I would watch a bits and bobs. But I always used to bang on to my missus, and she was like, why the hell do you watch all these stuff? Which I'm sure most people's girlfriends probably think the same. I was like, oh man, they don't know anything about football. Like, they know the statistics, but don't know anything about football. And she was like, oh, why don't you just do it then? I was like, I can talk about football, no problem. And she's like, do it then. And she went upstairs and I just put my FPL screen on and just started recording a video to myself. One day maybe I'll release that, like my first ever video. I was like 40 minutes of me just talking about FPL. I remember her coming up like half an hour later. I was like, are you still talking? I was like, yeah, I just wanted to see how long I could talk for about it. And now it's like I'm talking for like 3 hours on live stream with you guys. Nantha, this kind of timing must be hurting you. It normally is the worst thing in the world, but at the moment I'm in Cyprus on cricket tour with the Cyprus national team. So, well, technically I'm not playing in the matches until March. I'm coaching in Cyprus for the time being. They've put me up in an Airbnb. Normally this time in Oz is awful. So this year I took a bit of a step back towards the middle of this year because it was just like a lot going on in life. It was pretty tough to keep up like weekly lots of the content I was doing. So I stopped doing like the 5 a.m. deadline streams because I just mentally was killing me. So I have had to take a little bit of a step back from the stuff I do, but I think I'm hopefully still giving you guys some good content, some good information. I'm going to try and get out a video this week, midweek, for like best players to buy for the week. And I still got some sponsors sponsoring a couple of the videos as well, so I need to get some videos out also for them, which is nice. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, like for me, the live streams are what makes this channel. Like, I just really enjoy chatting to you guys about stuff, and I know like we have a really good WhatsApp group chat where we chat through stuff in the week, always super active. Like, if you guys do want to become members, I like recommend that WhatsApp chat because like, I'm sure everyone seems to be having a good time other than Niels. He gets a little bit too much abuse about Arsenal. Yeah, it's a really good chat, and like everybody helps each other with the teams, and I'll come in and give my views and advice and stuff. So definitely recommend. It's like 50 cents a week to be a member, which is it does also really help support my channel and keep it going because it's difficult to do otherwise, to be honest. Adam, love your streams. You're the only content creator that I truly enjoy watching. Abdullah, thank you, bro. Like, honestly, like this sort of stuff means a lot, guys, because like really, like I do this because I enjoy communicating with you guys, and like your support with like memberships and stuff is like obviously helps me keep going because there are expenses of having all of this stuff and getting all the gear and making sure I can carry stuff around the world and paying extra for like baggage and stuff like that. So I really do appreciate you guys supporting me, and it's awesome. So thank you. I appreciate you guys as well. I love the streams. Heading out, bro. Have a good end to the stream. Thanks, Edwin. Hope we covered everything, bro, with your team and you're happy. Can you mind soon? Yeah. Let's go through the rest then. So let's get on to the next one, which is Radu. You can stop listening to me chunter away. Sometimes I go on my entertaining monologues about my own life. So please feel free to tell me to shut the hell up when if you're not interested in what I'm doing. I don't know. Sometimes it's quite relaxing to like just fucking vent it out. Just like, yeah, do you know it's fucking tough. I should start getting some members on the streams. They can vent about their lives as well. Team reviews, yes. Radu, are you here? If you are here, we'll talk through your team. But on first look, probably a few guys to get out. 3 free transfers, 0.2 in the bank. Yeah, Timber to VVD is an easy one. And that's Gabriel, VVD, Senesi who will play this week. Fernandez, Rice, Palmer, Ryan, Haaland, Thiago. Are you going to play Ghana or do you want to move Mukiele? Or do you transfer out Chalobah for another defender? I mean, if you've seen Sri Lanka's batting, Abdullah, you could do that. Like they gone off the boil like crazy. If you can get 200, 250 against them, mate, they could collapse and be all out for 90. So it's a possibility. We've just not had the bottle. I say we. I'm a Cyprus fan. Yeah, Raddy, I'd definitely go Timber VVD. I'd consider Chalobah to maybe like a Collins with Brentford or Hill if you want the money. Oh yeah, Anderson's nice. Yeah, Fulham got a really nice fixture. Rice and Pumo. Wow, that's a big one. Yeah, I like them. They're all fine. Like they're all like moving your team towards what you need to be at for game week 31. This game week 31, you're going to have Gabriel, Haaland, and I guess probably Mane then on your bench, and then everybody else needs to be playing players. So, yeah, I like all those transfers. I think they're fine. I'd happily make those. And then your bench would just be Ghana, Mukiele, and Mane this week. So yeah, I think good ideas, Rads. I'm pretty happy with that. Just picked up the words it's unavailable. Yeah, for some reason, I don't think I've got it in that spinning list I've got going on the screen. I don't have words in there, do I? Sorry. But yeah, he is unavailable, and I'll just add him in now. Idiot. Sorry, that's my bad. Yeah, so Rads, I think that's all good. All good in the hood, mate. Lock that in. Captaincy, I'd probably, with your team, I'd just go Haaland. If you want to go differential, you can go Bruno. But I think Haaland's fine for where you're at. I think you just want to be slow and steady. There's no, like, you're not going to get, like, a huge rank. Where you are right now, if you just play sensible decisions, you can get into the top 1 mil. If you don't and you go crazy, you're going to finish in 1 to 2 mil range. Abhishek, 1695281. Oh, sorry, Niels, you gave your team ID. Sorry, I've got to do members first, guys. Sharp haircut, thank you, mate. Yeah, I just got it done just before I left for Cyprus. Hey, Green Arrow! Green Arrow! Let's go, Niels! Let's go! Let's go, mate. Bloody hell, must be the first one of the season. This is almost your highest rank of the season. That's crazy. Game week 7. Game week 7. Other than that, yeah, Game Week 7, Game Week 22. Shit. All right, come on, mate. It's time to start picking up now. So looking at your team, Gabs, Timber, Rice, Haaland, Obi. No freeze. What's your chip plan? Are you following us? Wildcard 32, bench boost 33, free hit 34? Because you never ended up wildcarding. Thinking of rolling and going big next game week or the week after. Yeah, okay. So this week you're just gonna... Sorry, give me a second. Sorry, I realised I haven't done my transfers yet. Most likely could delay wildcard to be different. Yeah, I mean, you could delay till 35 and you can go wildcard 35, bench boost 36. I mean, then you just play your bench boost whenever. You don't even need to bench boost 36. You could just wildcard 35, free hit 37. Yeah, I just don't know how you get to a good team. I think if you do what I don't think wildcard later is good because you just don't have the information until the end of game week 31 for what teams are going to be good in game week 33. So unless you just continuously save free transfers between now and then, like your game week 33 team's just not going to have enough doublers, and you are going to want probably at least 7-8 doublers. I mean, which at this stage you could have without a wild card, but yeah. Actually, I could do the wild card 34, 35 if the FA Cup goes against the odds, hence looking at good options for 32 of my transfers. Yeah, you'd have to roll your transfers all the way through then, in my opinion, to 32, because you just don't have the information until then. So yeah, I mean, Timber, Munoz, Gabriel, Rice, Haaland, Obi, you're going to have to use 3 transfers to have 11 playing players in 31. So that's 28, 29, 30. You can only roll 1 transfer in 31. Then you can probably roll 1 in 32. Then you have 3 frees in 33. Probably not going to be enough, mate. I think you just go with the norm and just maybe pick a slightly different wildcard team, slightly different captains. You're going to have to go differential on the double game week captains in 33 and 36. But I think realistically your season, you're not going to be able to get to where you want to get. Like if you want to get top 1 mil, you're going to struggle. Because I don't see a great strategy other than what everyone's going to do. So it's quite hard to go differential. It might appear in game week 32 once the FA Cup results come through. But I just think you can't really pick another strategy until then. Like there's not one that's going to be that clear. We'll see after the next round, I guess. Yeah, but for now, I think you can afford to roll. I'd probably bench Enzo and play Anderson of Fulham. But apart from that, I think your team's looking all right this week. You could consider moving Timber, but I think he started to play a little bit nicer with Saka down that right-hand side. Yeah, top 1 mil was a new target. Yeah, do you want me to have a look how far away you are from top 1 mil? $82 points. That's quite a lot to catch. I mean, look, it is possible, but it's going to be difficult. Honestly, it's going to be difficult. Currently benching Enzo, yeah. I like that. Bench Enzo Garner-Obi. Yeah, I think if you can get inside the top 1.5 mil, it'd be a good comeback. But yeah, obviously top 1 mil should be the aim. Yeah, you never know. I think your differential is gonna have to be captaincy. I think that's where you're gonna don't go crazy. I know Munoz worked for you last week, but go for maybe a Bruno Fernandes or an Mbumo, something like that every now and again, where they've got really high ceilings. That if they do, for example, if Mbumo booted off this week, scored a couple of goals, your rank gain would be 500, 700k in that range. So yeah, that's where you're going to have to do the gains. I think don't go too crazy on the players because you'll only fall further behind. You want to make slow increases by having a good team and then big gains by differential captains. I think that's my advice. That's how I see you picking up. Yeah, back to Rads then. Hopefully that helps, Niels. Let me know if you need further discussion on that. Abhishek. What are we saying, Abhishek, mate? Have you made any transfers so far this week, or no? You got 2 frees at the moment. I'd be playing Theor over Richards. And I'd just roll, mate. I don't think you need to do anything. Thinking about offloading Palmer. For who? For who? From Boom. Yeah, I'd be playing Theor over Richards. I'd bench Richards. Thanks, Niels. Good luck, mate. Hope for a green arrow for you. Who are you captaining this week? Yeah, bench Richards. I'll be playing Theor. Yeah, I mean, Palmer, who are you going to move him for? Maybe a Gakpo? That would be an interesting one. That's a big differential pick, Gakpo. If you wanted to go for something a little bit tricky, I think that would be quite nice for you. Because your team's pretty well set, Haaland, Rice, Semenyo, Gabriel. You only need to make one Arsenal City transfer, which you can do in 31. So you can pick. Yeah, I think Gakpo's a nice little differential for you. It has quite a nice upside. And Mbumo as well, but I don't know if you want to go double United. I think those sort of guys have some nice upside to them. Harry Wilson as well. But I think he's got, there are more people that have them. I'm thinking of some, low-owned people at 330k. If you're going punty, you want to go, super punty. Yeah, Wirtz is out, Kantaro. Sad news for Liverpool fans and for Wirtz owners. What about for people who brought in Wirtz last week as a transfer? This guy, and then went to bed, and then he got injured in the warm-up. Nico Riley, yeah, but if you bring in Nico Riley, you've got to take out Nico Riley again in 31. I am doing that this week, so I can't say it's a bad idea. In your team, I'd be bringing him in for Richards. Richards has got to go. So you shouldn't be bringing him in for anyone else because you will have to move Richards in 31 as well, actually. I didn't think of that. So yeah, I mean, you can go Nico O'Reilly, but just note that then he's got to come out. He's got to come out by 31, which is fine because I'm doing the same thing. I can't say Nico O'Reilly's not a good pick. I think I'm going Chalobah to O'Reilly. A free hit that week, 31? No. You can manage 31. You've got to use your free hit in game week 34. You got a wildcard 32, bench boost 33 with 15 doublers. You get 30 games then, and then you free hit in 34. And then your team that you wildcarded that will have 15 doublers in 33 are most likely you're going to have like 7 or 8 doublers in 36 as well. So that's going to be really helpful for you. And then you've got to save your transfers in the meantime through to game week 37 where you're going to have a few blanks that you have to manage. Do that. Trust me. It'll work out for you. It's the optimal strat. No worries, bro. Arsenal FC, not Arteta FC. Are you here, brother? Sorry, it took me a bit of time to get to you. But are you here, brother? Because if you're not, then I'll do my team. Alright, my team it is. Alright, let's have a look. I think I sort of made the call that like this is what my team is looking like at the moment. And I probably want Chalobah to be O'Reilly, and then I'm going to play 5-3-2. With my best mate Calvert's. Yeah, I think that's going to be the move for me. Chalobah to O'Reilly. He's absolutely stuffed me there. I transferred him out in 25. Absolutely stuffed me. He scored a quarter of his points in 2 weeks. It's a horrible transfer to make, honestly. It hurts me to have to make it. Then captain, Semenyo. Vice captain, Haaland. Oh, my chat's died. Hang on. We back. Yeah. How long till we deadline? Well, 8:30, so we got 40 minutes. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to look for my team. Just going to quickly... Who's Harry? Any other questions around your teams? Ping in the chat because yeah, I'm chilling now. I did my team nicely in time for the deadline. Happy days. Fucking fucking worked, bro. He's such a skunk. Getting injured. Just as I wanted him. What do you think about Champions League draws? I can maybe pull up some. I'll tell you what I'll do. This will actually be interesting for you guys. Come on, Adam, win the whole FPL thing. I'm trying, mate. That's why I got Semenyo as captain. It would be insane if I won. Like, actually insane. Let's show this. This is the who are you predicting to win the Champions League? Mate, honestly, I think Arsenal are going to win. I know it's crazy to say. I really do think that Arsenal could win the quadruple. Yeah, I went O'Reilly. I'm super pissed about O'Reilly and Van Dijk, to be honest, because I've held on to them all season. I'll put my video back on. I've held on to them all season. And I sold them within like the last 3-4 weeks, and they scored all their points for the seasons then. Very cheeky of you. Did I not say in the chat that I was going to bring O'Reilly in? Silver side of the bracket is pretty hard. Yeah, the left side. Man, I don't know. It feels like it just didn't benefit the teams that did, other than Arsenal, that did well in the group stage. But I'm really glad because none of the English teams are playing against each other, which means like we're going to have quite a few English teams in the next round, I would imagine. Like I think City can beat Real Madrid. I think Arsenal win their game. I think Liverpool win their game against Galatasaray. I think Tottenham v Atleti will be a good game. I think it's a tough one for Spurs. I think Chelsea got a tough gig against PSG, but they knocked them off in the Club World Cup. And then Newcastle with Barcelona. Like, Adam must be stoned. Mate, if I could find stuff, I would. Did got to do mine yet? No, mate, I was waiting for you to come back. But yeah, I just think Arsenal just have such an easy side of that draw that I would really like. I think they've got a great chance of winning. Galatasaray did beat Liverpool in the group stage. Yeah, I know Liverpool have been shit this year though, mate. So what can we say? Adam, when are you going to wildcard? Listen, wildcard 32, bench boost 33, free hit 34. There's just no other option this year. At the moment, in game week 32, maybe things will change, but until then, like don't plan for anything else. Like if you can roll your transfers, you can give yourself some other options, but I think it's really difficult. Mate, Arsenal look good to win the league, the Champions League, the FA Cup, the League Cup. I'm telling you, they're on for a quadruple. I should have put a bet on it. Bench Enzo or Anderson, Kantaro, Enzo for me, mate. Por favor, se regaló. Austin, what are we saying, bro? You made any transfers? Well, no transfers made so far. $167K, bro. You're doing great. You're doing super well. Been a bit stuck over the last few weeks. I have as well, to be honest. Anderson comes in for Mukiele. You got Gabriel, Munoz, Haaland, Mane. An injured Mukiele. Yeah, you can afford to use your transfers. Adam, they will be bottle it. To be fair, we were also in quadruple race, although I don't feel like we're going to win more than 2 trophies this year. Yeah, I know. Just go easy on Niels in the group chat, man. Everyone's always cussing out Arsenal. Someone's got to give him some joy. I don't know. I just think City are not the same beast this year. I don't know what you feel. I just don't have that same fear factor. But I do think that if City can do Arsenal when they play them, that's going to be a big confidence booster for them. Yeah. I think if you beat Arsenal, you win the league. I think if you draw, I think they're going to win the league. Oamara Ayomide. Hello, Oamara. How are you, my friend? Yeah, so I think this week, Austin, you got some options. Haaland, Rice, Mukiele, Munoz, Gabriel, Mane. So you got 6 guys that need to go by 31. Haaland, Mane, Rice, Munoz, Gabriel. Okay, so that's 3 transfers. So that's 28, 29, 30. Yeah, so you got 1 that you can use on like Enzo if you want to. So I mean, you got options. You go. So I think your starting 11: Gabriel, Munoz, Virgil, Anderson, Bruno, Enzo, Rice, Ryan, Haaland, Thiago. I think you can move Enzo to Harry Wilson. Or you can even go up. You can go up to a Gakpo as a bit of a differential. That's probably what I'd be looking at this week. And then your future weeks are just going to have to be Rice out, Munoz out, probably Mukiele out. You might not have the money to upgrade Mane. So, yeah, unless Enzo to a Harry Wilson gives you the money for like Mane to like an Ekatike next week, which I don't think it does, but that's probably the only thing I can think of outside of that. Okay, transfer Enzo. Yeah, I think so. But then your next 3 transfers have got to be the guys blanking in 31. So yeah, your bench Mane, Stack, and Mukiele. Move Enzo to a Wilson or a Gakpo. I think that's where I'd go. Or a Shada if you want something a little bit different. Yeah, City normally do. I just haven't quite seen it yet from them. The win against Spurs was huge for Arsenal. They looked super sharp. I don't know, man. Spurs got back into the game. Sloppy error. There's been a few sloppy errors from Arsenal lately. Going forwards, yeah, they look decent. Thoughts on Brobby, Terrell, or Wirtz to Semenyo with 1 free transfer? Yeah, I wouldn't be going to Semenyo, probably. Let me have a look at your team, Amara. A+, hey, bro. Lamens, Gabriel Gay, Saar, Haaland, Strand Larson. So, Theo, Gabriel. Maguire, Gay, Vandenberg, Saar, Rice, and Mbumo, Haaland. Yeah, I would consider Strand Larson. Brobby's out. How long's Brobby out for again? Yeah, 2 to 4 weeks. He might be back in 31. I'd probably go Strand Larson to Thiago or Jimenez or Raul Jimenez. Yeah. I think that's the transfer that I'd make for you. Don't think you can reach Thiago, can you? You might just be able to, yeah. I don't mind Strand Larson to Thiago or Brobby to Raul Jimenez. One of the two is good. Enzo to Mbumo, Arsenal. Yeah, I think that's nice, Austin. I like that as well. Mbumo's got a really nice upside. Potential captaincy potential as well. But Omara, I would say, yeah, my options would be Strand Larson to Thiago or Brobby to Raul Jimenez. Either one is nice. And then my bench is going to be Wirtz, Enzo, and then either Brobby or Strand Larson, depending on which one you move. Haaland cap, good luck. Good luck, Omara. Yeah, the only thing, like, Strand Larson's got to come out by 31 because Palace are blanking in game week 31. So I would have probably said maybe don't bring him in because in game week 31 you can only have 3 outfielders from Arsenal, Man City, Crystal Palace and Wolves. So your transfers over the next few weeks should be taking out Man City, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Wolves players. And you've got 2 Arsenal, 2 Man City, and 2 Palace. So you need to get rid of 3 of them. You've got 29, 30, and 31, 3 free transfers. All 3 of those free transfers should be to take out an Arsenal, a Man City, or a Palace player for the next 3 weeks. So just bear that in mind, Omara, going forwards for the next 3 weeks, that those should be your free transfers. That's why I prefer Strand Larson to Thiago, because it's a move that you need to make anyway in the future. Sold Raul for -4. Nightmare. A+. Plus. Samir, mate, have you made any transfers so far this game week? Or you're waiting for my advice? Smooth criminal. Thinking of Enzo to... Yeah, I don't really like Dango. Dango over Ramadan as well is tricky, but he's also just minutes, just not great. I think if I was to go Enzo out... Maybe Ryan. I'd probably go Ryan over Dango. I don't think you really need to make a transfer, to be honest. I think you can roll. I think you play Gabriel, Munoz, Hill, and Anderson of Fulham. Just bench Enzo. Yeah, you definitely don't need to make a transfer. This is a definite roll. You've got a really nice team. In fact, you've got benching headaches this week. Like, I would say that's really difficult to pick between Anderson, Keane as to who I would play over Enzo. This is a definite roll transfer team. Don't make a transfer this week. I think you're solid. Captain Haaland or Bruno or Thiago. Yeah, I think your team looks really nice, mate. Don't think you need to worry. What was your -4 last week? Wasn't I on live stream with you? Yeah, I mean, it didn't come off too bad. And you had to get rid of Timber anyway. Creepy to Thiago was nice as well. So, yeah, that was a good transfer. Yeah, I think you're looking sweet, bro. I think you're looking sweet. No need to make any more changes. Yeah, what was I going to show you? Oh yeah, this is what I was doing. Yeah, so if you guys can see my screen now, hopefully that's like zoomed in enough for people to see. But yeah, this is basically like yeah, it's better. This is basically like fixture plan. Rob, I'm in car with no round for the stream. Who is everyone captaining? I'm doing Tiago. My second team captain is on Ekatike. Do we have? If he's in no, hang on. He's got no sound. Let's get something up for you, Rob. Hang on. This will make him laugh in the car. Oh no, this on the badge. Leeds United. There's no way that Rob can resist turning on. No way Rob can resist. That was funny. Yeah, so this is fixture plan for the rest of the season. So you can see there are only really 2 midweeks that the doubles can go into. So 33 and 36 are where the doubles are going to be. And then I think the blanks are basically going to be the week after that. So 34 and 37, where the FA Cup semi-finals and the FA Cup finals fall into. So whatever team is playing that and the teams that they play against are going to be blanking in those weeks. So I think 34 is the one you're going to have to use your free hit, because if you wildcard 32, bench boost 33, all of your players are going to be not playing in 34 with 15 bench boosters in 33. So you free hit 34. Then once you get to 36, a lot of those guys, i.e. Leeds United players, are going to be in doubling in 36 as well, because the 2 teams that make the final plus the teams they're playing against, max 4 teams from the Premier League, are gonna be missing out there. So that again is going to be some of the same players that you had in the 33 double. But then bear in mind that means that then in game week 37, then you're going to have a problem because a bunch of those guys are going to blank. So it's going to be important to spread out your doublers in game week 32 in your wild card to have, say the semi-finals are 4 Premier League teams and none of them play each other. You're going to have 8 teams blanking. So I would say try and have like 2 players from each team. And then when you get to 36 and there's 2 teams in the final, it's likely that you probably only have like 4, maybe 6 doublers in that week. So then in 37, you're only going to have 4, maybe 6 blanks, which means that if you have 2 free transfers, you're covered. So I think that's the way I'd look to go about it. Leeds are making it to the semis. Telling you Leeds are going to double. I mean, look at it. Like, they've got a great fixture in the 5th round up against Norwich. So if they get a good quarter-final draw, I mean, assuming they beat Norwich, which hopefully they will, they get a good quarter-final draw, they've got a great chance of making the semis. I think I'll make next week's transfer after deadline today to save 0.2 mil. Bjorn. What's next week's transfer, mate? Sell Rice to Mbumo or keep? No, I'd sell Rice. As long as it's not for a -4 ads. What's the transfer, Bjorn? Should I put a quick poll? do a quick captaincy poll. Yeah, smash that like, subscribe if you haven't already. Enzo to Wilson, you think you're gonna do next week? I'm gonna captain Semenyo, I think. But I think Haaland's a safe one. Like, I'm obviously trying to win FPL at the moment, so I'm going a bit differential. But yeah, I think generally I'd be captaining Haaland if I was just looking to maintain rank or slow climb. But yeah, I'm 120 points off first. Is that right? But I'm only 50 points off like the top 400 in the world. Like, a couple of nice game weeks, I can be well inside the top 1,000, which would be crazy. Would be crazy. Just need someone to come off. I mean, this is the sort of reason why I'm captaining someone like a Semenyo. Yeah, so, I mean, hope he comes off. It would be amazing, wouldn't it? Imagine if he scored a double and I had him captain. Like, that would get me potentially inside the top 1,000 in the world, which would be absolutely outrageous. Yeah, I'm really not that far off. I think Andy might be inside the top 1,000. Yeah, he's 769 in the world this year. Good job, Andy, mate. It's fucking epic. Wow, he's had a crazy season, actually. He's just kept going up. He started so bad as well. Then had a good wild card. It's pretty cool. Can you do a transfer vid for Tuesday? I like that, Dylan. I like that. I'm going to try and get that out, to be honest, mate. I like that. I will try and do that, yeah. That is on my agenda for this week while I'm in Cyprus. I hopefully don't have too crazy a week out here. Because when's the next... Oh, yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, maybe I can try and do one on the weekend. What have we got? We got after tomorrow's games. Try and crack out a video Saturday night. I got cricket training Saturday night. So I just do one Sunday in the day before the matches. Before the final matches. Or I'll do one Monday. Yeah, it's a bit late Monday. I'll just try and do one Sunday in the day. After the Saturday games, I think is a good time. Does that work for you guys? Are you happy with that deal? Semenyo scored in 2 games against Leeds already this season. I think he scores again. I bloody hope so, mate. I got him as captain. Awesome, thank you. There will be a promotion for Footyham, the new game that I'm playing. I actually think it's really good. I think barrier to entry. They're trying to make it a little bit easier. It's quite fun. I've got to be honest, as a game. I think some of the lower divisions, you have the problem of sometimes there are some teams that don't exist. Paul, message retracted. What's happening, mate? You're turning into Sandry. Where is he this week? What was I saying? I was just totally lost my train of thought. There's 12 minutes to deadline. Normally people are flying into the chat. I'm actually really surprised. What's going on? Maybe it's just a weird time deadline, no one even knows what's going on. Smash the like if you are in the chat. Subscribe if you haven't already. You know the drill. You might be wrong. Yeah, kind of crazy. Yeah, I'll hang on for a little bit longer. 10 minutes to the deadline, but it feels like everyone's giving up on me this week. End of the day, it's all over. Yeah, I don't know what I was bloody talking about either, so I totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, transfer video. Yeah, I'll footy him. Yeah, it's a good game. I'll put a link. Actually, if I find a link for you guys, I'll put it in the chat now. Actually, the bloke emailed me the link, didn't he? He's on holiday at the moment. Yeah, if you guys fancy giving a crack, check out that link that I put in the chat. You can sign up for free as a caretaker manager and just trial out the game and just see if you like it. And then there is like a pay to play option in the future, or if you just do well as a caretaker manager, they gift you a club, but you can win like real money from like getting promoted in leagues and stuff. And yeah, I don't know, it's quite cool because you're kind of building a club rather than just like you're spending a bunch of money. You're buying players of the right ages, you train them, you get them to higher ratings, and you build your team. You pick different formations against other managers, and you have like one game a day. You only have to play for like 5-10 minutes a day, but like there's so much to think about. It's quite interesting if you're interested in that sort of stuff. Is it bad to play Munoz and Anderson, but also two United attackers with having Munoz? Now Munoz is as good against anybody. It's because of his attacking returns. I'd always have him in the side. Always have him in the side, Austin. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate it if you guys can even just sign up as a caretaker manager. If you don't put too much effort into it, then fine. But definitely helps me out with helping keep the sponsors on side. Which one should I do? Munoz to Virgil or Enzo to Dango? Don't really like either of them, but I would do Munoz to Virgil rather than Enzo to Dango. I really don't like Enzo to Dango, so yeah, I would go Munoz to Virgil because Munoz probably has to come out before 31 anyway, or in 31. Guys, 8 minutes to the deadline. Last minute questions, chuck them in the chat. Which one do you think is better, Mbeumo or Wilson? I'd probably say I think Mbeumo has the higher upside, but I think Wilson has the better fixtures. So it's a difficult one. I would say like stats would say Wilson, gut says Mbeumo. Top 3 Aston Villa's players this week asking for FPL challenge. What's I don't play FPL challenge. Do you get like special points for Aston Villa players or something? I mean Rodgers, Watkins, Tielemans is out, McGinn's out. Cash, Rodgers, Watkins. Ekatike or Mbeumo only this week. The Windlepoons. What does that mean? As in transfer one of them in this week? Or would be Ekatike? Any news and who to bench, by the way? Same team news that's been coming up across the top of the screen the whole time. Same benchings that I told you at the start, Capsy, but thanks for coming back in. Double points for Aston Villa players. Yeah, I'd probably go Cash, Rodgers, Watkins. Best captain, who is it? Depends what you're looking for. If you're looking to just climb rank slowly, it would be Haaland. If you're looking for a differential, you're trying to if you are where I am, and you're trying to jump rank, it would be Semenyo or Bruno probably. Don't mind Thiago either. Radu, I'd cap Haaland, but again, depends what you're looking to do. I think for you, I think Haaland's better. Who to start for goalkeeper? Yeah, I'd probably start at Pickford, mate. Go wild to start at Pickford. Good luck, deal. Aussie, I'm going to time out my alt for 24 hours. Which one's your alt? Stop timing people out. Dubravka or Sanchez? Sanchez. That's your alt. Yeah, much of a much. I'd probably just go Sanchez. He might get a few save points. Burnley are going to concede for sure. Guys, 4 minutes till the deadline. 4 minutes till I can go and have my dinner. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, welcome to my new mod. This power is getting to your head a little bit. I'm a bit scared that you have all this power right now, but oh yeah, try not to get carried away with it, mate. Otherwise, you might be back on the bench next week. Yeah, guys, last minute questions. No team reviews now. 3 minutes to deadline. Chuck the questions in the chat. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, or don't if you don't want to. Who cares? Does help the channel. I know, I was watching this guy a while back. I've actually watched him for a while. He does like NBA videos. And I just find him funny because he's always like and subscribe or don't. You know the drill. But I don't really care. he just says it so well. It's so funny about it. So yeah, I think I've been doing it for a while as well now. It's been in my head. Good luck this week, everyone. 3 minutes to go. I can put my team on screen. Let's see where we go this week. That's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Two minutes to deadline. TikTok. %, Semenyo. I'm the only one. That bodes well for my captaincy pick. I like that. I like that a lot. That no one else is going to go for him. It's going to be TEA for the win. Play Rofs or Dubravka. Rofs for sure. No, don't even think about it. Just play Rofs. Guys, 1 minute to the deadline. Lock in your teams. Lock up your daughters. What? Who said that? Lock in your captains. Lock in your vice captains. 1 minute to less than a minute to go now, and we will be locked in for the week. Any interest of some watch-alongs this week? There is a chance for me to do something like that for some of the games tomorrow, if people are keen. I agree, but FPL Hub disagreed. Fuck FPL Hub, mate. I can do much better than FPL Hub. Actually, me and my brother are thinking about putting together building an FPL solver. So next year you might see something a bit different on my channel. I might have like an AI solver that I'm going to play as a separate account. And we want to build it out so that you can like put your team in and it can suggest who you move, and it's all going to be free because I don't like the paywall stuff. Yeah, play ropes. We're locked in. There we go. 8:30. There we go. The deadline has passed. The game is updating. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Seems like it's been a bit of a quiet one on, or at least a quiet end to the to this Friday night. Hope you all get some green arrows this week. Thank you for tuning in, for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, for moderating, and I hope you all have a great game week. Get some green arrows, and yeah, I will catch you sometime in the week. This has been your English Aussie, and I will catch you later, guys.